Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jeff White, Jeff White Fitness Solutions. Thanks for checking out this video today. And today I want to talk about something very serious. And that is the World Economic Forum. A lot of people don't know exactly who they are, but it's time you know. Now, this is from the official World Economic Forum website. This is an article they wrote in 2016. 2016, people. So I want you to take a look at this and tell me what you think. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, who's the World Economic Forum? Well, this is an organization that was formed in 1971 and consists of many world leaders and extremely wealthy individuals. Now, they are totally separate from the government and quite frankly could be considered above all the governments around the world. And some of its members include President Joseph Biden of the United States and the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. And these individuals get together and they discuss how the world is and what they think the direction the world should be going in the next upcoming years. And they have a global reset agenda for the year 2030. Okay, guys, I want you to remember this is from 2016. You can see that in the top left corner here. And look at their first thought for the year 2030. I don't own anything. I don't own a house. I don't own any clothes. I don't own a car. I don't like the thought of that, but this is what their manifesto is for the world in the year 2030. Now, mind you, think about this. In 2016, we would have thought that was crazy. But look at what's going on today. Gas prices are through the roof. That can make people not want to own a car. In the United States, companies like BlackRock are buying up single-family homes like that. And that will prompt people not to own homes, but to rent them. So it ought to make you think that something is going on behind the scenes that we're really not aware of. Now look at this last part I highlighted. Her every move is tracked. Every move is tracked, and outside the city lives swaths of discontent. Now, if you know anything about central bank digital currency, you will know that they are talking about tracking your every purchase and monitoring your purchases and limiting what you can spend your central bank digital currency on. So again, they wrote this back in 2016, and look where we are 6 years later in 2022. It's all starting to come together. Okay, so I won't go over all of these, but there are just a couple that I really think stand out and should get your attention. Now, this is number 3, and it says the U.S. will no longer be a global superpower. Think about that for a second. They said this back in 2016, so you should ask yourself, how in the world could that happen? Well, if you're really paying close attention, you can see it's happening right now. For example, the U.S. has what's called the petrodollar system, and oil around the world is purchased using American dollars. Well, we see what's going on in Russia, and one thing Russia is doing is having a war with Ukraine, and they're getting a lot of sanctions. And in defiance of those sanctions, Russia is exporting products still to other countries, including China, and they are not using American dollars. So they are bypassing America. And when it comes to the petrodollar system, there's something really important going on right now as we speak. Saudi Arabia and China are working on a deal where they will be buying oil from Saudi Arabia in Chinese yuan instead of US dollars. Now, if the America loses the petrodollar system, that could be devastating to the American economy, and it will definitely knock America off as the world's leading global superpower. So all of this is connected, but people haven't really thought about it, but we can clearly see what's going on now. So the World Economic Forum has said by the year 2030, we'll be eating less meat, and meat will be a treat, not a staple. So how can they make that happen? Well, it's simple, actually, if you think about it. One of the first things they can do is increase the cost of fertilizer dramatically. And basically, fertilizer is used basically to grow crops that not only feed humans but feed the animals that we consume. In addition, we are seeing fertilizer shortages around the world. Russia, Ukraine, China, and other countries have drastically reduced or eliminated the export of fertilizer. This is a devastating impact on farmers around the world. And we're already hearing about shortages in food, especially in meat. So this is something that we must really pay attention to. So ask yourself, is something going on in the world that is behind the scenes that we should be aware of? Again, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is directly from the World Economic Forum website, and I will include the link in the description below. Is COVID connected to any of this? Is the war with Russia and Ukraine connected to any of this? And here is another agenda where they talk about reducing the carbon footprint. And that also is saying to ditch fossil fuels. Oil is a fossil fuel. So ask yourself, how can they get people to ditch fossil fuels? How can we lower our carbon footprint? We can do that by not driving as many cars. How do we not drive as many cars? We can raise the price of oil. How can we raise the price of oil? Well, that can be a war in Russia with Ukraine, and that can disrupt the oil market. Is this all connected? I don't know. But ask yourself, if they want to implement all these things by the year 2030, how would they make it happen? And keep in mind, a lot of the world leaders are part of the World Economic Forum. Are they all working together? I don't know. But this is something that you really should start to think about. So here are just a few of the world leaders who are part of the World Economic Forum. And as you can see, these are some heavy hitters. And not mentioned here or shown here are President Joe Biden and the Canadian Prime Minister. But there are many, many others out there who are also in the world of business. Bill Gates and Jamie Dimon are also part of the World Economic Forum. Now, again, you may think there's something to this or you can blow it off, but I think this is something that we all need to be aware of and take a really good look at their agenda and ask yourself how it can affect you and what you can do, whether you're for or against the agenda. So I just wanted to bring this to people's attention. The World Economic Forum is a legitimate enterprise, and they are set to make some changes around the world. So are you ready for these changes? What do you think about them? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? I don't know, people. There's something going on in the world, and I think this is all connected to the World Economic Forum. So I want you to do your own research and think for yourself. Think for yourself. Don't just rely on mainstream media to tell you what's going on. Use your own brain and your own thought processes and find out what you need to know. And then once you do, we can move forward. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree, or you disagree. Let's talk about the World Economic Forum. And again, this is not conspiracy theory. This is all on their website, and they're telling us in black and white what they want to do. So let's talk about it, everybody. Please leave a comment, and please like and subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of great information to share. Okay, guys, take care. Peace.